Hello, hello, folks. Good evening, good evening. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I lost track of time. I was like, I got about 45 minutes to go. Cool. And I looked away and I looked back and how much time I got left now? Oh, I'm late. Okay. So I just ran here and dashed and had to refill my water bottle. So I'm a little bit late. We're going to carry on with some more Pathfinder, though, because I haven't played Pathfinder in a week. I wasn't here last week. We're going to Pathfinder it up. Pathfinder it right up. Whereas last time we discovered that there are more Midnight Isles. I thought the DLC was looking a little bit short, but no, there's clearly when we finish the path, they can just give us a new one. So there is more than just one path. Let me remind myself what we were doing. Late for what purpose? Maybe it was forgivable. Like maybe you were playing Dorfort. No, well, I was like my box organizer for Frosthaven arrived, so I spent the last couple of days building it, and now I was starting to shift everything over to the new organization system, and I'm not sure I like it more than the original one. It might be a pointless organizational system. Like parts of it I like, parts of it I don't, but they don't play well with each other because they're both designed to fit neatly in the box. So I might have to. So I've spent a good deal amount of time shifting from one system to the other system, and I foresee spending a good deal of time shifting it back again. Or seeing how I can cobble these two systems together. Yeah. And it's one of those moments where like I'm working on this thing and I'm like, I don't think it's gonna work out. But I gotta finish doing it so I can at least test, so I can at least figure it out properly if it does. But I can see it not working, so it's like you've gone past the turn off on the highway, and you know you're gonna have to turn back eventually, but maybe there's a path ahead for you. But I gotta keep going until I either reach a U-turn or the correct turn off, you know? I gotta reach a U-turn or a turn off eventually. Maybe I'm lucky, it works, and the turn off is right there, or I'm unlucky, there's no turn off, I gotta get a U-turn and go all the way back to get the original turn off. It's actually a pretty good metaphor. Even if I do say so myself. But yeah, so what were we doing? Last time we just finished like stage 1 of the DLC. It turns out there's more treasures to find. I'm assuming, considering there's a second treasure, there might be a third as well. There's more DLC stuff to find. Find Mutasafin, go to the Ineluctable Prison, deal the Spinner of Nightmares, find Kingalfrey, go to the Dragon Burial Ground, find Captain Zealkind, go back to the island and find out what's happened. Okay. Has set off after his creator on a journey through the whirlwind, and it seems like it's befallen. It's time to act. Okay, we have to go back to the island at some point. We gotta solve some stuff. We gotta go deal with the bladesmith. We gotta bring Dare into his place. We gotta bring Wendo to Savamelik's place. We gotta finish the crusade stuff. The only thing we want to finish in this chapter, which begs the question that there's a chapter after this, is that the storyteller's thing doesn't end now. Everything else does. Everything else has to finish this act, except for this one. Intriguing. Right, so. What do we have in Kingdom Management to do first? What does Kingdom Management got to do? Chameleon wants to talk. The Crusaders want us back there. And Chameleon wants to talk. So maybe we head back to Dresden. Maybe. Campaign-wise, everyone's out of movement points anyway. Really? I guess, okay. So fine, we'll head back to Dresden. Right, stop, because night just passed, so things can move again. Right, so Protectors. Back to Dresden. You grabbing anything from here? We could spend a great deal of cash on a lot of Curiosers, but they're not worth it at this point in time. Ah, the demons, yes. The demons. I can disband the entire army. No. Don't think I need to, but let's get to there. And the Shy Boys. You're heading down this way. Why are you heading down this way? Oh, because you're going to go clear more stuff. Yes. You're going over there to clear some stuff, aren't you? You're going to go over there to explore around here. Are we? Are we going this way? To clear here, maybe? To go down this way? Potentially. Okay, right. Back to us. Keep going back to Dresden. Characters assigned to perform protective rituals. Well, this is a new... Clearly the game is patched since last I played this. They've had maybe a very few new tutorials. Oh, they've changed the way this works. Huh. Characters assigned to perform the protective rituals performs a special ritual every 30 minutes of travel by making a successful lore religion check. Oh, that's what they were doing. If the check is successful, the party's movement speed temporarily increases. The DC increases with each consecutive check. Different locations have different skill check DCs. Characters selected Night Watch increase the party's standard vision in the global map based on their perception skill. They also make a perception skill check, which, if successful, increases the chance of meeting a traveling merchant. Characters assigned to Camouflage make stealth checks to lower... That's definitely new. That is definitely new. Intriguing. We'll head into Dresden. We'll rest there. I'll head to the Citadel, talk to Camellia. Camellia first, then we'll head over to the island.
Our special agents have gained information about something that could change the history of humanity.
Dum-de-dum. Look at how quick times goes by. Trying to get my day/night rhythm back. Almost 24 hours awake now. Going to try and get my sleep times normalized. How are you doing, Nemo?
Hey, Mort, thank you for the resub at 42 months. Thank you very much. I'm sorry to hear you 24 hours awake. Hopefully you can stabilize tonight. Feel free to go to bed whenever you feel the need to. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm doing alright. I got a little bit late today because I got distracted doing other stuff, but otherwise I'm okay. Gizmurha looks the same as before. After you interfered, the blind Gizmurha the Wordshaper became the new chief of the Winterson clan, but is far more weary. So it is true, the commander has returned from the dead. We've heard all manner of rumors, but we did not know what to believe. So I came here myself to be sure it's true and not another trick of the demons. What's the news from Wintersun? I thought time would heal Wintersun, but it hasn't been easy. People gradually returned to their lives, but the mere sight of their homeland brought back memories of the atrocities. This is why, when the demons returned, we didn't fight the way we should have. You forced the Dreaded Earth to destroy the malicious magic she had used to confuse the minds and souls of the people of Wintersun. The surrounding woods seemed to take mercy on us and sent animals to our aid, and they tirelessly fought the demon invaders. We only survived because of them. What will you do now? Head nodding sometimes. Aw, yes. We will leave in search of a better life. The place we call home all these centuries no longer accepts us. There are too many ghosts there. Here. Too many memories. Gizmurha sighs. I do not know where we'll go, but I will pray to the spirits that the new place will accept us. Farewell. Farewell, Commander. May the spirits watch over you. I hope our paths will cross again someday. Okay, Wintersmith is done. Oh, Diplomatic Council. Apologies, Commander, but an ambassador of a certain nation demands to see you. A nation that we considered to be our ally, at least until they came up with the outrageous proposition we're about to discuss. A respectable-looking halfling with luxurious sideburns clears his throat, then addresses you in a low voice of an opera singer. Salutations, Commander. My name is WotR, and I represent the People's Council of Andoran. Andoran's a native people wounded by the principles of common rule. It's the democracy, okay. It's, quote-unquote, the democracy. 1 second. Damn it, phone. Right, okay. My country's always considered itself a trusted ally of Mendev. After witnessing the turmoil in Mendevian lands, we believe we have no right to stand by and do nothing. Your nose scratching things again. I'm doing scratch nose as well. That was a trick on my phone. Andoran is ready to send its forces to Nerosian and target the largest cities in Mendev on a peacekeeping mission. We will temporarily bring the kingdom under our control for the purposes of restoring order. Before committing to such an ask, we would like to receive your support and approval. Lady Kanomi cuts off the ambassador. Mendev is quite capable of dealing with its issues without external help. Commander, I must ask you to send your own forces to the capital. Don't put the nation into the hands of foreigners. Saving Mendev benefits all nations in Avistan. So why does it have to be only one country that helps us? We'll ask all our neighbors to send their trusted servants, who will resolve the crisis and keep an eye on each other, preventing any temptation to exploit our lands and resources. Social gives the ambassador a soft but knowing smile. I'm not particularly enamored with the idea of calling in outsiders to instill order in our country. Before I know it, I'll no longer be a count, and some disagreeable foreigner will be living in my estate. I imagine other nobles will relate to these concerns, so why don't we ask them for help? Sounds good to me. Andoran's a free country. No aristocrats, no slaves. Equality. I wouldn't have believed anyone else, but these guys are solid. I would like to hear from the ambassador. WotR nods seriously. I am prepared to answer any questions you may have. Describe our plan, prove the necessity of this step, and assure you that our intentions are pure. What made you think Mendev needs your help? Before recommending this course of action to the People's Council, I personally went to assess the situation in all regions of Mendev. It was a rather dreary trip. The recent revolt from the capital is merely a consequence of all the crisis, not its source. I am aware of at least 3 other uprisings that could break out in the coming weeks. Tax collection has dropped, and there are areas where taxes aren't being collected at all. The city guard has been bled dry by mass desertion, and crime levels have increased 4-fold. The storehouses are forced to provide the populace with bread instead of sending it to you, and it won't get any better, considering that the fate of future harvests is up in the air. The kingdom shakes in the fever of lawlessness. If someone honourable in principle doesn't take the reins of Mendev's salvation, it might not recover from this illness. At one time you did right by Anderon, despite your politicians demanding otherwise. We are ready to return the favour. And what do you gain from all this? If Mendev crumbles, who's going to fight the demons? Us? No way. After a bark of laughter, he turns serious once more. Great trials breed dictatorships. People flock to strong authoritarian rulers because they can overcome the crisis. But then the crisis ends and their rule does not. We don't want the enlightened Mendev to break into smaller kingdoms ruled by tyrannical generals and the greed of the wealthy. Its people do not deserve such a fate. On what conditions do you intend to assist us? Our forces will take the major cities of Mendev and establish provisional authority of Anderan. That will mean a return to centralized governance. We will stamp out the widespread crime and stop the plundering of public coffers, and mobilize the remaining resources. Our interference in the nation's affairs won't go beyond that. We will not meddle in political matters, push our beliefs, change the laws, or expropriate any lands or wealth. As soon as the crisis passes, we will depart from Mendev without imposing any obligations. This is a humanitarian mission, not an occupation. And why do you need my permission? Bonvar gives you a shrewd smile, because otherwise it'd be common pillaging. If you hear a voice screaming help from inside someone's house and rush inside to help, who would condemn you for it? But if you merely hear a commotion and, suspecting that someone has broken in, you burst inside with the best of intentions, good luck proving you're a savior, not a thief who's caught red-handed. It's almost like the VN. VN? Visual novel? It's an RPG. Visual novels are different forms of RPGs. We are willing to do some good, but we're not about to put a target on our backs. Cheliax will immediately accuse us of launching a destructive occupation either way, but with your approval, the price on our assistance will not be unreasonably high for us in the end. Well, you've satisfied my curiosity. I do hope you understand that all these courteous speeches are just a velvet glove wrapped around an iron fist. Let's see what the council has to say. I hope all its members are aware that the fate of Mendev is at stake. Socio? Elaborate on your idea. Social gives the ambassador a piercing look. We invite one country to help, and it will try to subjugate Mendev. We invite all of them, and everyone will be watching the others jealously, stopping them from taking what they shouldn't. Avestan wants stability, and if Mendev falls under the influence of any external power, that stability will be disrupted. Oh, like the UN. Oh, I see what you mean. the Dutch or the Roman translation. No ruler will refuse to send their best representatives, otherwise they'll lose control of the situation. Together those people will bring Mendev back into shape, and after that, who knows, they might even give some advice to our generals. But most importantly, they won't allow each other to profit off our misfortune. Or, and this is much more plausible, they will ransack Mendev piece by piece 10 times faster. It's fascinating how swiftly foreign sovereigns can forget their differences when presented with the opportunity to rob someone else. Darren, will the nobles be able to solve the nation's predicament without outside help? For all the things that people say about my social class, we have one particular quality. Any aristocracy has strong ties to its country. Family estates are our roots, and they run deep in the ground. Bloodline are the shoots that grow from local history. So yes, the nobility can solve this predicament, for they possess not just experience as rulers, but the will to rule. If you wish to bolster their favor and win some loyalty, give them new lands here, on the territories reclaimed from demons. Then their ties to you will be almost as strong as they are to Mendev. So the main incentive for the nobility to save Mendev will still be the pride and thought of keeping their lands? I'm not sure if that is a solid enough footing. Woljif, do you trust the Andorians? I've heard how things work in Anderan. They've got equality there, no nobles or commoners, one law for everybody, and the officials serve the people, not the other way around. Sounds to me like those guys are more honest than our lot, so we might as well believe them. I love my Anderan with all my heart, but the truth must come first. You're wrong to idolize my compatriots, Woljif. They value freedom, but they'll never pass up a chance for profit either. I'm afraid that in this case, their motives are far from altruistic. The ambitions of Anderan are well known. They are zealous in their belief that theirs is the only correct political system, and that all others are various forms of enslavement of the common folk. When the war is over, it will be trivial for them to invent some convenient rationale for why they have no obligation to keep their promises. And what do you want from me, Lady Kanoe? I'm not denying the fact that Mendev is in the middle of a severe crisis. However, we must solve the problem in our own, without involving foreign powers. Nerosian did all it could to help Dresden, and now it's time to reciprocate. I ask that you give the order for all newly formed detachments standing ready to set out for Dresden. To march to Mendev, major city instead. They will put things back in order by themselves and remind the people that the Crown's authority remains strong. I understand that you will have to hold out here without reinforcements until the disaster passes, but such is the cost of our nation's salvation and independence. Hey, Bosk. What, we're supposed to die here without reinforcements because the gods forbid Mendavian nobles lose their cushy states? Forget about it. Forget about it. I've heard enough. Alright, what are the choices here? So if you pick Social's plan to summon foreign delegates, we gain the excellent advisor's feat. All generals gain a bonus 10 to power. If we call the nobles to come here, recruitment growth for trainable units increases by 15% for each captured region. That's massive. We have several captured regions. So it could be as high as 60 to 75% at this point. If we pick the Andorans, unlock the Golden Legionnaires mercenary unit. Elite infantry capable of protecting comrades from attacks. We get 4 Golden Legionaries. They have crazy amount of AC. Where's my old AC list comparisons? They have crazy amount of HP. Quite a high AC. They don't do much damage, but they taunt. Oh, they're taunters, okay. Grand tier unit, armored unit, infantry unit. They're basically they're tanks. They're tanks, but we don't need tanks. We do not need tanks. In Konomi, recruitable training units are prohibited for 2 weeks. Recruitment growth for trainable units reduced to 0 for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, all trainable units gain the best Sons of Mendev feat. So we can't recruit for 2 weeks, but after that time, all our units gain a huge buff to combat morale, which means there's a huge chance that they act twice. There's a much bigger chance that they act twice. Konomi doesn't have the worst option this time around. Daeron's option is actually, like, mechanically, I think I'm fond of Daeron's option the best. By 15% for each captured region. That's massive. That is huge. That is absolutely massive. I'm gonna go with Daeron. It's unknown when the bonus is applied, right? Well, it means whenever we get a new batch of trainable units, it should increase immediately. It should be right now. It should be right here. Oh, I think it's on. I think it basically whenever I capture a new region, it will update itself. Is how I read that to be. Whenever I get a new region, it's going to update itself anyway. That's huge. That is massive. Like, it is definitely like thematically the worst choice, but it has the best reward I can see here. Because I have, how many zones have I got at the moment? I've got at least 4. At least 4 zones under my control. I think maybe even 5 because I captured one of the ones up north. Which is a 75% increase in trainable units, which means instead of getting like 40 marksmen, you get 70 marksmen every week. Instead of getting 90 shield bearers every week, we get like 150-ish. Like, my freedom-loving character would actually quite enjoy, I think, bringing in possibly WotR stuff, but this is the least interesting one. This is the least interesting one. 100% least interesting one, because I'm wielding units in such large numbers that 4 Golden Legionnaires is nothing. Is absolutely nothing. Besides, I've not really been using mercenaries. I've been relying on trained units rather than mercenary units, so that doesn't work for me. I've only got one general. I've got 2 generals, but only one general that cares about power, which is that. So +10 to power for 1 general, maybe or maybe not. Massive bonus to morale for everyone. My morale's pretty high as it is. I'm meh. My day night was bad. Yeah. You know what? I am gonna go for Darren. It pains me to do this on a fluff degree, but that is too good a reward. If there's one thing Mendavian nobility has in abundance, it's pride. They will be outraged by the mere thought that some foreigners might take control of their lands. And if there are new estates in the conquered territories involved, why, they will be twice as vigorous in their efforts to save their homeland. Lady Konomi bows her head and says quietly, "We will know soon whether or not this decision was prudent. Will Mendev survive this crisis, or is it doomed to fall? Once the outcome becomes apparent, I will report to you immediately." Ooh, military council. No, it's not. Is this military council? No, this is this is the other council, isn't it? This is the this staff council, I think. Commander, glad to see you back with us. Captain Harmattan has barely changed since your last meeting, but his glare is now even heavier than before, and his arms and face bear new scars. You've arrived just in time. There's an unrest within your forces once again. Unfortunately, once you return, so did the wary. They're turning the soldiers against you. I'm afraid we're dealing with an open mutiny. Someone like Swarm, exactly. Butterflies. And permanent haste. They're agitating for the army to abandon Dresden and to march to Iz, to Her Majesty's aid. If we don't stop them, the outcome may be disastrous. Let's meet with the wary. I don't believe it will be hard to convince them that their plan is pure madness. We'll gather loyal officers and send them to speak with the soldiers. Unarmed and with open heart, we will convince them to turn their backs on those madmen and their mutiny. Mutinies must be suppressed with absolute severity. We will surround all units engaged in the revolt, and we will arrest and hang the agitators, publicly. Behind every rebellious leader is a very angry second-in-command who dreams of the promotion. We'll just hint at the fastest way to get it, and the mutiny will fade away by itself, with the added benefit of refreshing our staff. If the wary are so loyal to the Queen, why didn't they leave with her instead of remaining in Dresden? I couldn't say, Commander. I believe we should talk to them and find out their reasoning and their plan of action. I do agree that this all looks very suspicious. Either way, many say that you have no right to give orders to anyone, since the Queen relieved you of your command even before you went to the Abyss. Technically speaking, they're not entirely wrong. It'll be hard to make them reconsider. You also have a great deal of respect for Queen Galfrey, don't you? I'm a soldier, and it is my duty to respect my superiors. I hold you in high esteem as well. You catch nervous trembling in Harmattan's voice, partially masked by his calm and relaxed tone. Let us discuss our options in further detail. Sela, what's your plan? Even if there were any doubts, it's perfectly clear now. The soldiers are not to blame for anything. They are being provoked by dishonorable officers. It would be a crime to turn our loyal troops against them. We, those who give them orders, must convince them not with blades, but with words. We will appeal to their conscience and make them abandon this madness no matter what their inciters and their commander are saying. Approaching the mutineers unarmed will be the definition of madness. I'm not even going to discuss this plan of sorts. Rigel, what do you suggest? Revolts should be nipped in the bud. We'll surround the mutinous detachments, then publicly execute the wary and all those convicted of instigation. If seditious tendencies persist, we'll do it again. It's the only way to ensure the troops' loyalty. A fair point. The demons are struggling to stabilize their forces. Let's do them a favor and slaughter our soldiers ourselves. Aaron, your opinion? Behind the back of every disgruntled officer is a whole queue of aspirants eager to take their place. To get rid of the ringleaders of the wary, we won't even need to hire assassins. The promise of a promotion and a pay raise is all it will take for any second-in-command to do their duty, be it by a dagger or a drop of poison. They'll not get officers, feared by allies and enemies alike. I know that the word honor means nothing to you, but this idea is horrible even from the most cynical perspective. What's the point of ridding ourselves of schemers and traitors if we're only going to replace them with other schemers and traitors, and murderers to boot? Captain Harmattan, what would you advise? I think that there are talks of a self-directed march or a bluff. Only lunatics would follow such a suicidal plan. We need to talk to the wary and ask them what they really want. Don't parley with mutineers. I'm pretty sure that we all know what they want. The same thing as everybody else. Power and money. We'll be playing into the hands of the wary if we sit down and talk to them as equals. Thank you. Let's see what our choices are. Yeah. Sela, we will reach out with the soldiers. All generals gain the charismatic feats. There you go. Plus 15 to combat morale rather than the plus 20 from back there. You could stack crazy amounts of morale. Executing traitors is a personal responsibility. The decimation feat. Any unit in the army gains a plus 3 bonus to combat morale when damaged. How is that in any way better than a plus 15 blanket? Any unit in the army gains a plus 3 bonus to combat morale when damaged. I mean, it means they have to get damaged. I'm assuming that if that stacks on every hit, it means they have to get hit 5 times for it to get to this point. I mean, I guess that's a chunk applied at the beginning. This is a chunk. This they can be re-added if their morale goes down again. But yeah, Darren, if you use Darren's plan, all generals gain the bloodthirsty officers. At the start of the battle, all enemy units suffer a penalty to morale. Or Harmattan, if you parley with the wary, you reduce crusade morale by 25. Okay, I guess you're not talking to them. And if you do this my way, we'll surround their forces, cut off their supply routes, and maintain the blockade until they give in. All generals gain the test of strength feat. All units gain a plus 1 morale bonus to combat morale each turn, which means that combat has to last 15 turns for it to be equal to that. Unless is there a cap on combat morale? And would we be hitting that cap overall? Your own way is good enough for me. I might go with Sela's choice, just because it seems to be the best choice. Like, combat doesn't usually go on for 15 turns. I'd much rather get a chunk of morale up front. Because if you had a chunk of morale up front, it's even more likely it doesn't get to 15 turns. And this just seems like a bad idea. This just seems like a bad idea flat out, so I'm going to go with Sela's choice. Sela, we will reach out to the soldiers and appeal to their conscience. I'm sure that none of our officers will refuse to address the army. May the goddess help us bring those poor souls back to their senses. I'll keep you up to date with how things unfold. As soon as there are any developments, I will reconvene the council. Camellia and your dash. My friend, I should like to request your help. Amelia's face remains calm, but her voice trembles with excitement. Remember how much fun we had in the Lucian era? We went to the brothel together and had an excellent time there. You did enjoy that little adventure of ours, didn't you? Camellia licks her parched lips. I wish to invite you to go on another adventure with me. You wouldn't be opposed to escorting me to Canabris, to my father's old mansion, the place where I spent my childhood? She lowers her voice to a conspiratorial whisper. I am certain that this is the place where I shall finally be able to contact Mireia. Why to Canabris specifically? Because it is what I want, understand? My desire alone must be enough for you. Camellia stops. A shadow of fear crosses her face, but she immediately hides it behind a modest smile. It seems I lost control over myself. I apologize. Over the past few days, I've expended a great effort trying to summon Mireia and make her talk. The exertion, it has taken its toll on me. The Gwyrm Mansion in Canabris, where I grew up, is a special place. It wasn't extraordinary before, but it has become so for me. It is there that I learned to communicate with the spirits and embarked on the path of the shaman. It is where I took Mireia prisoner and bound her to my amulet. I am positive that it is where I shall finally manage to muster all my strength and break the wall Mireia has built against me. What are we going to do there? Camellia shrugs graciously. We shall try to find a comfortable place for meditation, and I shall summon Mireia's spirit. I don't know yet exactly how this can be done, but I believe I shall be able to figure it out once we are there. Alright, we'll go to Carnabas as soon as I have time to spare. Camelia's black eyes shimmer like 2 lakes on a moonlit night. I thank you, my friend. I shall await your earliest convenience. Return to Horgus's mansion with Camellia. Okay, right. Let's have a quick gander about our stuff. Strengthen the Kingdom Command, done. Meditation for Crusaders, we're gonna go there. We have to go that, and everything else is done, I think. So. Yeah, we have to go to the to the land. This sounds to me more like this is the place where the good mushrooms grow, my lord. Probably. Right, let's go to... Suppose hang on, where's Camellia? Let's go talk to Camellia.
Simple smile goes a long way.
Life bonding friendship. Right, Camellia. Hello, my friend. Do you know how much I love calling you that? Of course you. Haha. Right, okay. Let's go talk to the commander's court. Do you have anything to sell? Yes and no. Hang on. Hold. We have stuff. There's radius. We're gonna keep that on hand. Chain shirt barding +3, hide barding +2, heavy paws, natural armor +4. Who wants to have natural armor? What are you using? Using that. I can't take that off you. Your cloak is a +3. That is a plus. That's the cloak of Arcana checks. Second cloak of Carnage. I'm assuming we've given all this stuff to our regular people, so stuff that are not our regular people then have to check. That's a 2. That's a. So that's a 3. That's a 3. That's a 4 already. That's a 3. That's a. Take that. This is what? This is Menace of Death. Take that. Yeah, you take some of these because you're never gonna. If you just summon stuff, we'll summon stuff. We can already sell the rest of this then because no one else needs a +3 necklace, right? Everyone's got at least a better version than that. Okay, so let's go to.
No time for idling.
Let's go to Wilser. Right, we'll sell that. That is the initiative one, right? Yep, Windbreath can go. That can go. Anything at the bottom here we can get rid of? Yeah, so that silver robe. That can go. On the brink of death. Frankly, that can go. That is Hag's demise. That can go. That is Zephorian's key. Fine. Anything for us? Not as such. 45,000, good. Some of this stuff can probably get off as well, frankly. Right, okay, that's that done. Let's go see where the place where the truly good mushrooms grow. That's Konami, isn't it? That's Konami. Lady Konami. Right. What is happening in the island? The island is supposed to be airborne at this point, so not sure how we need to use this to get to it. Ivor looks around, wearily. Do you know who I smell? Early sunset. He's here somewhere. How'd you know? Well, I wanted to say that I sensed him with my magic, but really I can see him. He's standing over there, right in front of us. Let's hurry then, see what he's doing. Come on! Alright, we're quickly gonna cast Rejuvenating Poem because some people are currently. Where is he? Oh, he's over Early Sunset.
It's my time to
AKA
shine.
Mephistopheles. Indeed, Early Sunset is nearby. He stands there as he's been waiting for you. His insinuating voice starts speaking in your head.
So, we meet again. I wanted to continue the conversation you started in the Abyss. But first I want to ask you a more simple question. Do you want to remain as you now are? After all, there are so many other possibilities before you.
I can see you trying to lure me into a trap. It will not work. The devil's voice grows instantly bored.
Well, the subtle method didn't work. Let's try another way. Open your soul to hell, Chandra Nalar.
A terrifying power rings in the devil's words. It almost drives you to your knees, but with such an incredible effort of willpower, you managed to stay on your feet. I did? Oh, cool. Never mind. I definitely did. It was impossible for me to fail that.
I was looking for a more elegant way to seal the deal, but it seems we will have to resort to brute force.
Oh, we are straight up just fighting you right now. Okay. Hellish magic and volcanic storm. Alright, calm down. Jesus Christ. Ivu? Four, 5, 6. Good crit. Chandra? We're full power, aren't we? We're at full power. So, Mephistopheles? I can definitely hit you. You have 16... You have 1,001 hit points more than 666. I find that vaguely amusing.
Away, you rascal!
You're gonna delay until after your rider. Wendu? What is your AC, by the way? Your AC is 41, which means I can probably turn that on.
They'll beg me to
Never mind.
stop.
Should not have turned that on. Nenio, are you immune to fear? You're undead. You're definitely immune to fear, aren't you? You're not immune to fear. I'm assuming you're immune to fear. Yep, you are. Fair enough. There you go. Do that. Sela. Get on the horse. And cast Mark of Justice on you. Ember. Get on Bismuth, and you can basically cast Hellfire Ray. Social, get on the boar, and cast Mass Heal? I don't think I need a Mass Heal. I don't think a Mass Heal is what I need right now. However, I wouldn't say no to a I can't move, can I? No, damn. I'll use one of these to cast a Mass Cure Critical, because we did take a bit of damage there. Are we supposed to lose this fight? I get this horrible feeling we're supposed to lose this fight. Ivu? I'm DB node because I've got my burn is so high. All my healers are down. I assume I'm supposed to die here. Well, I'm basically DB forever because of the burn. You guys are slow as hell, huh? Slow as hell. Hang on, are you doing damage to... No, you are not supposed to lose this one. Interesting. It is a fight we're supposed to be able to win. Huh. Okay. Nope. We're supposed to win this fight, which means I'm going to be doing some crazy amount of buffs first. We're going to be super buffing. Where are we at right now?
A simple smile
Okay,
goes a
so
long way.
you got up here. You're gonna get up there because we have to arrive first, and then we do crazy levels of buffing. All the buffing I can get my hands on is gonna happen immediately. including things like resist fire and stuff like, yeah, blah blah blah. You know that? Okay, so you get on the horse.
We'll
You
make things
get
right.
on that. You
There's beauty
get on
hidden in the darkest
boar.
places. Too bad no one can see it there.
Pause. Okay, we can buff. Buff. Unfortunately, we have no free spell slots for a lot of the stuff because we were not fully rested. I should have rested first. Actually, hang on. Wait. In that case, let's go for a rest first. Let's go rest first. Make sure we're fully rested, so we can fully buff up. We'll cast things like protection from fire and resist fire on the whole party as well, because that'll help with things like Sirocco and Volcanic Storm, etc. It won't help with the bludgeoning damage and the unholy damage and stuff like that, but it'll help with the fire side of that damage and the breaths of fire, etc., etc. Right, okay. Can we go rest real fast? We can rest here. Monster Casserole? Yeah, we'll do that. Monster Casserole. We could do like Demon Slayer Soup, but the DC is so high, I haven't really got a chance for that. We'll keep Monster Casserole going. My blank. Even something else. Power Word Kill is not going to do anything here. Mass Icy Prison, maybe? Mass Hold Monster, possibly? Don't take Mass. We'll do the scroll of Mass Icy Prison. Actually, we don't need a scroll. We don't need that. We got plenty of these scrolls, don't we? We have several of these scrolls already. The overcard Bezors, unfortunately. The only one that doesn't is that one, which is probably why I'm making it. That one. Scroll of Heroic Invocation. Sure. Make that. Quick rest
I
here.
haven't made a confession for a long time. Of course, we have different goddesses, but still. Could you listen to my confession?
Socio.
Of course. Let's go somewhere we won't be overheard.
My confession is I'm a pickpocket. Like, yes, we all know that. That's the thing we all know. Right. Okay. Immediately max out my burn. Streets. And let's go do the thing.
Simple smile goes a long way.
Right. Everyone get on their animals. Full buffs, including the protections and resistances. We'll cast everything I can think of. Well, I definitely have. I've got a permanent haste effect and a freedom of movement effect. So, yeah, to a certain degree.
Together we stand.
You require my unbiased opinion? We'll make things right.
The goddess protects us.
Right. Buff. 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 Pause.
Now you don't. Yes?
Who can cast? You can
The world
cast
has suffered enough.
protection from fire.
We will win this war.
Are we ready to move out?
Give yourself Sea Mantle as well. Might as well.
Set is restless. I wonder why.
You can probably go fiery. You can probably go fiery, but you don't need to though. Cast communal trucing might not be relevant, but cast it anyway.
You need
I will help where I can.
good.
Have you been divine powered? You have been divine powered. Have you got holy sword in play? You've not got holy sword in play.
The world is
Gonna cast any buffs ourselves? Overwhelming Presence, Greater Heroism, Winds of the Fall, Songs of Steel, Rainbow Starfall, Protection of Nature, Joy of Life. Mass Castigate, Moral Support. Friendly Hug, Second Breath. Chaotic Healing. No, I think we're okay. So, so you're casting first of all resist Fire Communal. Then you're going to cast Protection from Fire Communal. Right, let's get in there.
so exciting.
Here, everybody. We're all buffed up to hell. You cannot be more buffed than we are right now, so let's go for it. Blah, 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 blah. Good.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
Jesus Christ. You still managed to... Hang on. Go back to all the beginning. Let's go back all the way. So you roll a crazy amount of resistance. Hellish Magic. Okay, you got Ascendant Element Fire. Great. So all my resistances against you are pointless. You cast Hellfire Ray, doing essentially 300 damage to you. And you cast Firestorm, hitting everybody. Okay, fine. You've got Ascendant Element Fire. Okay, who's first? Nanio. Ember? For stealth listeners? 13's to hit. Jesus Christ. Me? Maximize. Can't do both. I can't do both. Fine. Pure Flame Infusion automatically bypasses your spell resistance, which is 46. So automatically bypasses your spell resistance no matter what. Right, you do that. Then go in there and whack. You still need 20s to hit. Ivu, turn on Phantasmal Presence and get in there and attack as well. Wendu, you're still up and running. God save you.
No match for me.
You still need 20s to hit all the hits. That's annoying because I need you to cast both Guarded Hearth to give everyone a massive chance to hit, but also you need to cast mass heal. Hang on, whoa. Why didn't you get hit by that? Oh, because you're life bonding friendshiped. You're actually dead. It's basically life bonding friendship that's keeping you alive. Okay. Balls. If I'd known that, I would have gone for the Guarded Hearth. I can Guarded Hearth as a swift. Okay, Guarded Hearth as a swift action. Let me get the hell out of dodge.
Why am I so weak?
She's finally dead.
I'm done with you.
Are you all... none of you are resistant to fear, right? Okay, so you're gonna step this way. You're gonna cast Weird. Which kills all the Hell Guards. Oh, it doesn't kill all the Hell Guards, it leaves one alive, but you're stuck anyway. You're down, unfortunately. You're down? Why are you down? Because you're exhausted. Because bloody... Are you exhausted? You shouldn't be exhausted.
Your time is over.
Ivu's still hurting.
Into the fray.
Ivu? Right, you're gonna be casting a lot of mass heals, I think. You're gonna move over here and cast mass heals so it doesn't actually hit the guy in charge. What could you cast here? You could cast a bit of luck. You could cast Inspiring Word, Inspiring Command. Can't cast any spells. What abilities do you have here? Hell. Has Inspiring Command. It may not do anything, but it's something at least. Nenio's down. How the hell am I supposed to win this bloody fight? Ember? Stand the hell up, please. And... Hellfire Ray, Mephistopheles. Chandra?
You offend me.
Yomine? You were gonna cast... Mass Cure Critical. It's just so much worse. It's just nowhere near as good. It's nowhere near as good, holy crap. Oh heavens. Oh god, okay. Chandra's still up. But like, barely. So is Bori, but like, barely.
Stand down.
Hang on. He can't be crit. Bollocks, he can't be crit. I was like, what the, why is he not? Because he can't be sodding crit, that's why. You have... He can't be sodding crit, that's the bloody problem. He's immune to critical hits. Nope, he has Descendant Element Fire. Well, Maximize isn't doing enough damage. How much damage is Maximize doing? Maximize is doing 215. He has 221. I am slightly too low. I'm doing slightly not enough damage. I've only got 3 HP left as well. I think. Okay. Move to the side there. Can't do that. Unfortunately. That would guarantee win it for me if I could do this. However, I cannot do that. That I don't think it's going to do enough damage.
Away, you
Unfortunately.
rascal.
215. You leaves him on. Yeah, doesn't do enough damage. It doesn't do enough damage. Okay. Load the previous one. I'm still gonna cast this because I'm gonna re-rest because I need to go back and basically jiggle some spells around. I need to jiggle some spells around first. Mainly, we need more mass heals. We need way more mass heals. You level 9. Get another mass heal. Turns out, overwhelming presence becomes mass cure critical, not mass heal. Fine, get another mass heal in there. Hell, it's like all 4 of them mass heals. Can you mass heal? No, you cannot mass heal. You cannot mass heal. Buff setup. Is anyone doing heroic invocation? Is anyone casting heroic invocations here? Yes, critical, cure serious. Heal, lesser restoration, dragonkind. Greater aspect. That lasts a minute per level. Potions, dragonkind, blah 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 blah. Sea mantle. Innervation, fiery body. Means to fire damage again. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it goes. Ascendant element goes through immunity. I don't want to fire. With a short buff. Holy sword. Short buff. Yourself. Who's casting? Is anyone casting Heroic Invocation? There you go. Heroic Invocation. You can cast Heroic Invocation. It lasts 10 minutes or level. So you can cast that definitely as an important thing. No. I'll try that out. It's gonna. I don't want that to be you. I want it to be you, but fine. I'll have to make sure. I'll have to double check afterwards. Whatever. Okay. Resting. Okay. And then we go rest. I'll still need to rest. Yeah, I still need to rest. But I didn't want to have to like rest twice. That was a bit silly. So I was like, okay, we'll just rest the once. We will just rest the once. Let's play hide and seek. Wait, what am I saying? You'll just find me right away. You want to learn to hunt, is that it? Alright, I'll hide. I will try to remember that it is a game and not a real ambush. Okay. Now we leave. So casting this requires 2. Okay. If I put all this up there, I can cast that twice. Okay, so streets. I'm not going to start off fully maxed out with my burn, but I might start with one spell away from being maxed out, or two, maybe two spells away from being maxed out. Just the one. Okay, right. Can take a while to walk because you're actually hasted right now. Possibly Ode to Miraculous Magic as well. Actually, buff that up. Where's Ode to Miraculous Magic? Ode to Miraculous Magic, you can cast that just the once. Might as well cast it because it's useful for everybody. I'll do my full buffing, my full buffage. I'll still cast the resistance stuff because it's going to be relevant.
The goddess protects us.
You cast that.
Are we ready to move out?
I'm assuming, yes, these are active as well. Greater Shadow Grenade is fine, and then you got Sea Mantle as well.
Yes.
You want to cast anything? Heroic Invocation. I'm assuming you cast Heroic Invocation as well. Hey, have we set up properly so you cast Heroic Invocation? Yeah, you did cast Heroic Invocation, probably. Heroic Invocation, you did. Good. Do you have Fiery Body? You have Fiery Body casting yourself as well. Okay, so again, you are technically immune to fire, and you also heal off fire damage. I wonder if that's relevant for you. You'll cast that on yourself. You were Holy Sworded as well, right? I think. Maybe. For some reason you skipped Blessed Weapon, I don't know what that is. And you were going to cast... Oh, you did that as well? Right, you're going to cast...
Lend you my aid.
Resist Fire. You already cast Resist Fire, so Protection from Fire? Okay. Now we quick save. And line up. Wait, I screwed up.
A bright future awaits.
Get on the damn horse.
So is restless. I wonder why.
My will is resolute.
Right, everyone's on. Now I quick save again. Dash up. Right.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Oh, you rolled low. You rolled low as hell. We get to go first. A lot of us get to go first. Okay, this is huge. Okay, immediate cast Mephistopheles. We're gonna turn that wheel again with pure flame inversion on. You don't have to worry about your spell resistance.
Away, you rascal.
295. We're not gonna be able to cast that high again, but it's there. It's been cast. But we're not gonna do this. We might wait until after you have a turn. You know what? You're gonna move all the way over here. You don't get stuck in any crazy AoEs that happen there. You want to cast anything now since you have a turn? Cast Restore Ruin. Cast it like here. I don't expect you to fall into it. But things you summon might, which is kind of what I'm going for here. Move over here. They summoned a lot of those Hell Knights earlier, huh?
Why am I so weak?
You're still being life bonded to death. Okay. Sela.
The light take you!
Right, you're gonna take a step back. And just start basically lobbing.
No match for me.
They've got so much health, holy crap. Ember. Over there. And Hellfire Ray. Never mind, you can't have it. Fine, you can't. Oh, I screwed this up. We're gonna Firestorm. Here. You do some damage to Mephistopheles, I think, is all good. We are actually gonna, because you didn't do the, you actually, screw you, buddy. I need to actually cast the bloody, I actually need to cast this. They're all gonna get healed as well, aren't they? Because, oh, goddamn you, sir. Oh good, it was clever. It didn't attack the things that need attacking. Right, Chandra. How much hell do you have 500. Right, I can't cast this anymore, so I'm going to cast it normally again.
Your time is over.
Nenio, cast Weird. That kills a bunch of them. You're still alive, but you're kind of staggered as well. It's fine. Ivu. Turn that on, although you... Unfortunately, I need Guarded Hearth to be up. Ivu's down.
This condition is irrational.
Nenio's down. Okay. We're basically having to wait until we don't get wrecked. We need Guarded Hearth to be down. Can I get Guarded Hearth down in any way, shape, or form before the fight starts? Can you get Guarded Hearth down before the fight starts?
Too bad no one can see it there.
Maybe. Right, move in. I don't think it's close enough. Is it close enough?
We won't fall here.
No, it's not close enough.
Swear it.
Damn it, it's not close enough. Do you have a scroll of mass heal? Can someone do a scroll of mass heal? So that, do you have a scroll of mass heal? Move disease. Scroll of mass heal. Nenio, your first turn is casting a scroll of mass heal. Depending how this works out. Because I need you to be able to cast Guarded Hearth or we can't hit you. Alright, we're quite close now. Hang on, can you cast it from here?
Heart, not your eyes.
That's fine. That works. That's close enough. Guarded Hearth is already working. Good. So do that. Pass the will save. Let's get this fight started.
Now you don't.
You didn't transform. You didn't transform? We have a surprise round? Okay. I can't feeble... No, there's no way I can't feeble mind. Just gonna say, I can't feeble mind you, can I? No, that's impossible. Okay, well, let's just start off with, like, Hellfire. Spell Resistance Overcoming. We have rolled it. Yeah, fine. You... 6 damage. You got damage resistance of dead. Of course you do. Right.
Away, you rascal!
Oh, I forgot this is a surprise round. God damn it. Nenio. Honestly, move over here. Be out of the range of a lot of this stuff.
Into the fray!
Social. We've got Unholy Aura. We do have an Unholy Aura. Okay, good.
Begone, fiend!
Ivu. Turn on that so that... Right. Are you still... You didn't transform, weirdly enough. Okay. Hellfire Ray and Mephistopheles still? You rolled 2 1s, Ember! That's a 1 in 400 chance. God damn, Nemo luck.
They'll beg me to stop.
Your time is over.
What? Oh, it did. You kidding me? Oh, God damn it. Hang on. Turn on the pure fire invocation. Oh my god.
Adventures are exciting. Are we ready to move out?
I'm surprised the Nemo actually worked out. I get a feeling it's a bug of some kind.
My will is resolute.
Blah blah blah. That there.
You'll make a fine trophy.
I think it's a surprise round again. Yep, surprise round. Okay, so if it's a surprise round, there's no real. We can't really do it. What's the range on this thing, by the way? I can take a few steps back, maybe.
Away, you rascal!
Fine. Right, Ember. You have got you. Okay, please. Thank you. How much damage have you taken? You've taken 150 damage. You are going to cast that there.
Into the fray!
Surprise round for your charge. I know. That's why I moved back a bit. Wendu. Quarry. Ivu, turn that on. You can't charge, unfortunately. Move over there. You already cast that anyway.
Begone, fiend!
Nenio, move like there. Be well out of it, please. Chandra, that's on, right? That's on, good.
Your time is over.
Blast him. That's fine, you do no damage to all of us. No problem at all. Ember. Hellfire Ray. One of them hits. Good. You have been... Dude has been... You've been... Mark of Justice, right? You have. Good. Okay, in which case...
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Good. Hits. Right. Start lobbing at you.
I'll rip you apart.
Good. Ivu. I mean, damn, son, roll faster than a more than a 10 once. That'd be nice.
Fall.
Menio, what's left alive? You are. Right, you can't cast with that on anymore. We can cast you. How much HP are you at? You're at 448.
You offend me.
A lot of Hell Guards have turned up now. That's fine, because you can just cast Weird when Nenio gets a turn. Charisma. Okay, you can cast... Good hits, good hits. You're down to 7 HP. Get wrecked. Screw you, Mephistopheles. Mephistopheles, go away.
Defeat! I've almost forgotten how it tastes. Let me tell you this. You can kill me now, but you cannot kill me for good. Archdevils, like demon lords, are reborn in their realms if they're killed elsewhere. Of course, there are ways to finish off a creature like me, but I doubt they are within your reach.
That's fine, I'll kill you again if need be. As many times as it takes. Actually, you messed me enough. Screw you. When the devil disappears, it seems to... Oh, hello. More mythic power. Damn, son. I think we must be in a fairy tale. What we just saw was real magic. Not just some arcane spell, but real. Fascinating. I, of course, am not speaking of the Battle of the Archdevil. That was not a significant scientific development. But your transformation, at last, is definitely worth mentioning in the encyclopedia. Did I have to leave Cheliax only to face the machinations of the devil here? Here in the World Wound? But hell will remember the lesson you've taught them. I don't know anyone else in the entire world who could have done the same thing as you just did, Chandra Nalar. Your accomplishments are amazing, our most esteemed Chandra Nalar. You yourself are amazing. I can't recall ever seeing a mortal who could change so much, and you have blossomed like a flower on a young shoot. What can I say? Today was a good day. We've driven off the devil, we made our friends happy, and even the commander herself has somehow changed. You beat Hornhead! It was worth becoming a crusader just to see that. Who else of our kin has ever seen such a thing? Hooray, Chandra! This nasty devil kept bothering you, but you've only become stronger, better, and cuter. Have I? Oh, we leveled up as well. We leveled up as well? How much experience did I get for that? Just 570? We must have been really close to level up then. We must have been ridiculously close to level up. Okay, so... What level are we going to become, actually, by the way? Just checking here. We're going to turn level 19. So... Pre-19. Okay. Let's start leveling then. Where's my book of levels? Where's the great old book of levels? Yeah, I forgot the first time, but the first time let me remind me for the second time. Okay, right. Let's start with Sela, because that's the page I've got open right now. Level 19 Paladin. You get one more additional use of Smite Evil and another feat. Right. Selected. No, selected channel. I've got nothing here. I've got literally nothing right now in the book. So, is there anything I was waiting for you to get? I know I was waiting for like some shenanigans with feats and improved crits and so forth. Weapon focus long blades. You got the improved crit. I'm assuming it would have yelled at us to get improved crit if you haven't gotten that already. I think I've got free choice now. Combat reflexes, maybe. Just because in the earlier fight, it would have given us a lot of problems if you could have basically just attacked things as they were walking by. Die Hard. Honestly, not a bad shout. Stops you from dying. Actually, no. See, the crit stuff we definitely have. The lunge would actually be amusing. But lowers your AC, so hell no. Missile shield. Nope, not worth it. Power attack. That's kind of weird not having power attack, but I'd rather you hit. You do plenty of damage as it is anyway. Spirited charge. I haven't been charging that. Charging doesn't seem to work that well with mounts, I'm afraid. Charging does not work that well with mounts. Had I learned that, I would have not picked as much charging stuff. I think Die Hard is actually not a bad shout here. It means you can basically stay, you go down. You can stay one turn up. Take Die Hard. Go. Wendu. Level 18 Spawn Slayer. So you're not quite at your free action quarry. Their feet now. Improved snapshot. Many shots are relevant. You don't use a bow. Even though you do have... You want to get many shot, but it does nothing for you. Die Hard as well. Also would not be a bad shout. Improved precise shot. Sickening. You've got tiring critical already, so there's no. You get exhausting critical. Exhausting critical. Whenever you critical something, they become exhausted. Take exhausting critical. You were working on tiring critical anyway. Get exhausted critical. And we go here. We can have skill mastery. You can choose to take 10. On stealth checks. Okay, hang on. Back up, because I can definitely get... If I can get criticals via combat trick, I might get Die Hard via here. And grab the exhausting critical here. Sneak attack leveled up as well? It did. Your full sneak attack. An exhausting critical. Double checking. Tiring critical? No, give me exhausting critical, please. Oh, that's exhausting critical, that's correct. Never turn that off. Ever. Ember? You just get a feat and some more spells. Feat. Feat for you. Improved critical. Weapon focus ray? Improved critical ray? I mean, technically that's not bad. Improved critical ray. It's using Hellfire Ray loads anyway. Right, spell stuff. Take resurrection. Might as well have Resurrection, you can cast that. At will. Right? Question mark? Maybe? Sociokinetic cast Resurrection. We don't need Resurrection. We haven't needed it for ages. Hmm. No, 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 no. No, 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 absolutely not. Absolutely not. I just know exactly what I need to do with you. Need meta magic for you. Like, I'm just looking at my level 8 spells. Like, what do I cast from level 8 spells? I don't cast anything from level 8 spells. Heightened spell. Every level that I have that I don't use crap with, I can just raise so I can cast more Hellfire Rays at that level. I don't cast level 8 spells pretty much. I can just cast Hellfire Ray at level 8. So it's like level 8 spells. Like, I cast sometimes Cure Serious Wounds, maybe? I never cast Storm Bolts against lightning damage. I can just raise all my Hellfire Rays to level 8. Sure, take Resurrection in case I need it, but I don't think I ever will. Level 9? Probably the same thing as well. I don't cast those level 9. If I could learn Cure Mass Heal, maybe I would. But I can just raise Hellfire's raise up to level 9 as well. Go like Ray crazy. Oh, hang on. Wait. I'll back up here. I'll back up real fast here. What do you get here? You're gonna get a mythic ability. Okay. Because the mythic feat there could also be the What would you get? Mythic ability. Mythical beast? Nah, meh. Wandering Hex? No. Rupture restraints, ranging shots. Ranged weapon attack doesn't affect you. Leading strike is melee attacks only. Enduring spells. Effects on your spells last longer than an hour, but last 24 hours. That's a great enduring spells. Effects on your spells that will last longer than 5 minutes last 24 hours. Only need 2 spells, yeah. I just realized everything. So hey, Eclectic. Leaving shot, nobody talking about best jokes, spell meditation, ascendant summons, ascendant element. Archmage armor, I guess. Oh, always a chance. Just take always a chance. Take always a chance, because you rolled 2 1s there, and frankly, that is not allowed. Take always a chance. Right. In which case, we'll go back to you. We'll do the original plan. Which is basically take heightened spell. Take... Again, Resurrection just seems like a waste. Take... Oh, if they're resistant to fire, no one's gonna be resistant to fire. That's even worse. It's a death spell. Take Rift of Ruin in case something wants to get in, and you can take what? Mass Critical in case you need it. You got a heightened spell here. Right. In case, real fast, just for you. Meta Magic. This is caster level 34, 35. I could have probably upcast Firestormers. I can do that. I can do this forever, can't I? I can just heighten spell level 9. Right spell. And I can do it with Firestorm as well if I really needed to. Meta Magic, Firestorm. There's no reason to not do these things. Because as long as I don't have to worry about spell slots anyway, so I can just do that. Hellfire right down here. There's no real reason to basically spell heighten Scorching Ray, though that doesn't do much. Other than raise the DC. That's pretty much it. Okay, so what are we casting here? We cast. You know what? Yes, we are. We're gonna raise meta magic to. I don't cast anything at 5 either. Meta magic, Scorching Ray at 3. Meta magic, Scorching Ray at 4. Meta magic, Scorching Ray at 5. You got one. You can cast Scorching Ray at 3. You can cast Scorching Ray at 4. You can cast Scorching Ray at 5. You can cast Hellfire Ray at 6, 7, 8, and 9. Good. I use heightened Scorching Rays to give me tons of spells to use on mooks. I'm not a spontaneous caster. Fair enough. Right. Nenio, hi. What does your level give us? Your level gives us just spells. Take a Scroll Savant. Boop, 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 boop. Feet. Spell Focus. Illusion, you already have that. Silent Spellcaster, don't worry about that so much. Combat Casting, eh. Deceitful. Die Hard. Improved Critical. Doesn't do anything. Magical Tail. Bit too late to start building stacks of Magical Tail. It's always a bit weird. Like, Magical Tail is an interesting. It's a feat tree that only Kitsune get. But you have to take 8 times, and every time you cast it, you get two daily uses of the next available spell. So, first one you get 2 vanishes, then you get 2 vanishes and 2 sleeps, then you have 2 vanishes, 2 sleeps, 2 blurs, etc., etc., etc. Except that pretty much all the spells you get are kind of shit. So you have to spend 8 feats to get all of them, and it's really not worth it. Spell specialization, which I think already. On weird? Spell specialization weird means it chooses my cast levels being 2 levels higher for for the DC as well. Makes the DC harder for weird. Hang on. Wait, if I do it from Phantasmal Killer, it works on every single version of Phantasmal Killer I have, doesn't it? It works on every version of Phantasmal Killer, so every single version of Phantasmal Killer. They're a cool theme. If you could take the feat once, and it would give you if it gave you all the spells as you leveled up, but you only had to take the feat once, it maybe would be worth it. It might even be too strong at that point. To get like essentially 16 spells for single feat. 16 daily spells of utility for single feat. It is definitely more of an RP thing. I'm definitely tempted to go for a spell specialization Phantasmal Killer, because if it works on every single spell we have, because we've heightened meta magic the entirety of Phantasmal Killer across the board. From levels 4 to 8, we have Phantasmal Killer, and if it's +2 to DC everywhere, it's essentially basically what I've done there is I've basically heightened it by an extra 2 levels for every single version of it. Which also means that technically my level 8 Phantasmal Killers will therefore have a 1 higher DC than my weird. I'm willing to give that a shot. Spell specialization. Phantasmal Killer. What? This is weird. I'm going to select Phantasmal Killer for both things. I don't know what's going to happen here. Phantasmal Killer. Spell specialization, Phantasmal Killer. Okay, so I'm assuming you can take the feat, and then because I leveled up, it gives me the chance to get it again, I guess. Spells, it literally does not matter. It could not give a crap what this is. It doesn't make a difference. Nobody gives a shit. I wish I could learn, like, Mass Heal. It would be crazy, because then be able to make skulls of Mass Heal would be lovely as well. Could not give a crap. No one gives a shit. Dominate monster and shape change. Whatever. Yeah, spells with successful killer. Let's double check this for you
You
then.
are my favorite aid.
The DC on weird is 41. The DC on this, therefore, should be way higher than that. It's heightened and persistent. The DC on that is 36. The DC on that is 37. The DC on that is 38. This is heightened still. Then you get persistent. Oh, because it's persistent, right? It would work if I had something that was only heightened up to this point. This is heightened and persistent. It's actually operating as if it was a level 6 spell, but also persistent. Which is basically roll twice, get the worst result. Okay, fine. Yours is going to be an ability. What's it going to be? You got greater abundant casting and mage armor. What else do you need? Enduring spells. I mean, it might work for a lot of your buffs, frankly. Mythic charge, no. Magic Nullification, hell no. Enduring spells, I mean, I don't think have I got anything down for Nenio at this level? I have to check. Enduring spells, that's literally what's written here. Okay. Social. Cleric. Boop, boop, boop. We have here, we have spell focus evocation, greater spell focus evocation. Let's put it over here. And your magic is greater abundant casting, because you still don't have greater abundant casting. Rocket. Rock on, which means now you have crazy levels of casting spells. One monster 9, weird. You can cast weird, which is weird. With a DC of 39 as opposed to 41. Okay, there. Right, then your level 8 spells. Take more Holy Aura. Limit proportions. Oh, you can't. It has to be that one. Okay, so you can look. A couple of ruin. Evocations. Any evocation spells you have here? Stormbolts. You're never going to cast Stormbolts. Really? You're never really going to cast Stormbolts, but it's there in case you need it. And your level 7 spells. A second Resurrection. You can't cast more of these. More Destructions, I guess. Blasphemy's Evocation? Really? Okay. Weird. Word of Chaos. Dictum. Poison Breath. Jolting Portent. It just does damage. It just does damage. It's the death spell. It just does damage. Umbral Strike. It's really weird that these spells, Evocation, Dictum, Blasphemy, and where's the good version? Holy Word or Evocation spells. That's just weird. Arbitrament is lawful for. Oh, this specifically affects things that aren't neutral. Any level of neutral. Someone says that's what? That's extra planar Soul Eaters. Extra planar Axiomites. Greater Elementals. Whatever. Which is interesting about the fact that you can now cast a lot of mass heals. Polar Midnight is basically damage to everything. Ranged touch attack to hit. If you hit, then it gains 2d4 temporary levels. You know what? Full energy drains. Right, next. Your last mythic ability. What's it gonna be? Thundering Blow. That's melee, melee, melee. Up to restraints, powerful shadows, mythic shadows, leading strike, last stand. It's basically Die Hard but better. Elemental Barrage. Brutality Incarnate. Defensive Study. You have a studied target, I guess. Defensive Study. You get a bonus to AC against your studied target. Hang on. You get studied target and quarry. At this point, your bonus is a +4, right? Because your bonus is a +4, so you get a +4 to AC versus your studied target. I'm not opposed to that idea. There's not much else I can grab up here. Your ranged weapons expose vulnerable points. Every third hit with a ranged weapon against the... You know what? Every third hit with a ranged weapon against the same enemy deals an additional 4d6 or 5d6 depending if it's rounding up or not. Because he has so many... I gave him a lot of stuff. Hang on, let me just show you. He has so many spheres. I gave him like 1,000,000 spheres. He is animal domain, community domain, good domain, luck domain, mobility domain, madness domain. He's got 6 domains at the moment. I think necro spells come out of somewhere. And your Sela, what was your mythic one going to be? Again, kind of blank. I don't have much to do with you here. Possibly leading strike, because I don't think anyone else has leading strike in the group. You have leading strike? You got leading strike over there. Okay, right. Wow. Really? I was missing a feat? Christ. Mythic charge again. You don't charge. Bigger they are. Range weapon attacks, never mind. Powerful shadows. Last stand. Last stand might be a good one. Battle meditation would be nice if you didn't have to stop doing anything to get it. You have to basically enter state of battle meditation, at which point you give bonuses to everyone else, but it's a morale bonus. And you have to stop doing things, so it's not that useful. Boundless healing. Enemy shot, extracting shots. Emergency help. Enforced vigor. Nope, ever ready. Honestly, ever ready. We were toying with giving you combat reflexes and we didn't. So just take ever ever ready. Whenever you make attack of opportunity, you get a bonus to your attack roll equal to 9 because it's your mythic rank, and you can take additional two attacks of opportunity per round. Take ever ready. And right, us. A level 19 kineticist. Point. Feet. Open focus, kinetic blast. Scope protection. Scope focus trickery. Improved critical kinetic blast. Already got that as well. What do we take? What do we even take at this point? Die Hard. Again, Die Hard is weird for us because our hit point total, if it goes to 0, is useless because of our burn levels. We never get that low. We're always in the ground way before then. We've got Iron Will as well, so there's no Iron Will to be picked up here. There's nothing that gives us that. Spell Focus doesn't give us anything. Two Weapon Fight doesn't give us anything. Throw anything, literally useless. Stealthy, I don't need stealth. Indomitable Mount, maybe if I was gonna ride Aivu, but I'm not riding Aivu because I can't ride Aivu and fire bolts at long range. Because if I ride Aivu, my movement is now Aivu's movement, which is problematic from the point of view that I need to gather power. So I'm never going to do that. Critical Focus, maybe. That's Spellcaster. I don't really get that much out of it, to be honest. Our spell resistance positives are so massive, we don't really get that much out of it. It might be something like... It might even be combat ability with stuff. Deceitful gives you persuasion. A plus to my persuasion, I guess, is the best I can come up with right now. Maybe Destructive Dispel? Maybe Destructive Dispel because I've got the Unraveling Blast. That's the thing I can think of. I've got Unraveling Blast as a kineticist, right? We picked up Unraveling Infusion. So whenever we hit something with Unraveling Infusion, we attempt to dispel magic. Which, if it succeeds, hopefully, Destructive Dispel triggers. And they've got to basically do a DC check, which they will possibly pass, but maybe they'll at least be sickened for a round. The spell synergy. Since it's against your spells, it doesn't work. They've done a really good job of separating that out. History of Terrors means I get to resist mind-affecting effects. Lunge, outflank, rapid shot, scribe scrolls, shake it off. Shield, already got focus on perception, trickery, and persuasion, which are the ones I need. Spell focus, this does nothing for me. There's literally nothing to pick up here. I'm gonna pick up Destructive Dispel, literally because there's nothing else. There's quite literally nothing else. Snapshot doesn't work because it's ranged weapon. Alertness plus 4 to perception. Frankly, if we're gonna go that far, I might as well get the Deceitful to get plus 4 to persuasion, because my perception is already the highest in the game by a long shot. You know what? Deceitful. Just take that. I use persuasion and trickery. My trickery is now 50. Right, new infusion. My last infusion. Bowling infusion, I can knock people down if I use an earth, magma, metal, or mud blast. I never use those. Burning infusion sets people... the only infusion I use is blue fire. So if it doesn't work with blue fire, there's no point. Torrent is a beam of blue fire. Blue flame. Spindle is a roughly 10 by 5 foot spindle of elemental matter. Pushing infusion doesn't work with anything I use. Grappling infusion doesn't... I could use grappling infusion. It has to be a cloud, deadly as a wall blast. Fragmentation is a detonation. It has to be earth, ice, or metal. Doesn't work. Flash infusion blinds. Entangling infusion has to be earth. Detonation is self. I mean, it's useful if I'm alone, I guess. Like, if I get surrounded and then the only thing left alive, it would work to a certain degree. I might just get detonation as like a get out of jail free card. If it gets really, really bad, I can detonate. Right, Metakinetic Master. This is a really good one. At 19th level, the Kineticist chooses one type of Metakinesis, such as Empower or Quicken. She reduces the burn cost of Metakinesis by 1 point. Which means as long as I picked either Maximized or Empowered, I can now be Maximized and Empowered forever. I can now be Maximized and Empowered all the time. So all my blasts will now be Maximized and Empowered. As long as I have max burn. It also increases my damage dealt by another 2d6. It cannot succeed unless you hit your team. Yeah. That's that problem. I agree with you. So I'm now doing 16d6, I think. Sorry. 16. So at first level, increasing by... So energy kinetic busts do 2d6 plus half kinesis constitution modifier, increasing by 2d6 every 2 kinesis will be on the first. So we are getting another 9 on top of that. That's 18d6 plus another additional... So doing 20d6 basic damage at this point. I'm not sure why it says 16 there. That's not entirely true. But yeah. My Strictry's now at 50. My Persuasion's at 40. My Perception's at 45. Persuasive and Deceitful. And skill focus persuasion and charisma and class skills. Yeah, fine. Complete. And Mythic Path 9. Azata. Oh, I get butterfly wings! I get my butterfly wings! Or kind of Azata wings, I guess. I want to remove my backpack now. My backpack looks weird with this. Change my portrait. No, I think I'll keep my portrait, thank you very much. Weird. Right. Last mythic ability to pick up. What are we going to go for here? It's our last mythic ability. What is it going to be? Overinfused Blast we picked up last time. Doesn't turn up ever because there's no point in it because... I have to turn... There just isn't. Enduring spells. Am I going to get... You know what? Inspirational Leader. I don't think anyone else has that, and we're the damn leader. Right, next. And our second... We got Seize the Moment, and that's going to be Shake It Off to give everyone... Basically, everyone's going to get massive bonuses to saving throws. Up to +4. All the saving throws. And spells, again, it literally doesn't give a crap. No one gives a crap about these spells. Instant enemy, doesn't matter, I'm not favorite enemy at all. Hold person, sure, why the hell not? Rainbow pattern, why the hell not? Level 7 spells, okay. That's actually new. Hold monster, Feeble Mind, sure, take it. There's no buff spells here, right? No. Any buff spells here? Mass Blessing, Electric Resolve, sure, why not? Level 7 spells. Heroes Never Surrender. This spell affects all companions. It removes fatigue, exhaustion, all negative levels, restores all abilities and spell slots up to level 7. This spell doesn't affect this item. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Heroes Never Surrender gives everyone's spells up to level 7 and restores all abilities and removes negative levels. Joy of Life restores all spells class to level 5. Second Breath restores all abilities again. Oh my god, we can just keep going. Rainbow Arrows jumps from target to target, dealing 1 time per 4 cast levels, dealing 1d12 per 2 cast levels damage with 1 energy randomly chosen. If it was fire, it'd be live. This is the DC's too low, never mind. Revolt. Zeta shouts out, dealing damage to all creatures within range. This shout encourages a revolt within the enemy ranks. All affected enemies will have to pass a will saving throw, which is super duper low, or start to attack the strongest among them. Each round they will try to pass a new saving throw to end the revolt. If the enemy successfully saves and ends the revolt effect, they suffer damage. for each round for 1d6 rounds as inner voices shout within them, making them regret what they've done. Unbreakable Bond. Under the effect of this spell, all companions become immune to mind-affecting, charm, fear, compulsion, emotion, shaken, and confusion effects. There's like a +3 luck bonus on all saving throws, and a DR5/ while they are within range 5. Oh my god. And Water Torrent is what? A wave of water deals... Okay, we're taking 2 spells, right? Again, they're not buffs, so I don't give a shit. Take Power Word Blind, because there's no saving against that. There ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. Heroes never surrender. There's no saving against that, I guess. So that's probably the best way to do it. And Masshold Person, I guess. Will negates, will partial. These staggers people. Azata, level 9? Mythic level 9 Azatas. I was gonna check something. What was I gonna check? Shit. I wanted to check something afterwards. What was it?
No time for idling.
Can't remember. 2 uses of that. So I can, between like Unbreakable Bond, cast that once in a short burst to get pretty much everyone immune to charm and mind affecting stuff for 18 minutes. My cash level's 18? Really? Why is my DC so low? What is my casting ability as an Azata if I haven't got a casting class? If it was Constitution, I'd be laughing. It's not Constitution. 18 plus something. 8. It's 8 plus 18, isn't it? It's flat 8 plus spellcasting level. Never mind. There's no bonuses to that anywhere. Never mind. Never mind. Sure. You get nothing. You have got everything you need. You got everything you need. You got everything you need. Right. Is that everything there? Final drop.
I need your assistance.
Okay. Quickly cast your mass heal just because it's gonna get nasty otherwise. Because you're still burning, right? Right. You... Oh yeah, I was going to say that we needed to return your spells, but no, we don't. We're fine.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Energy drain, sure, why the hell not? Okay, fine. Let's go talk to our Ranka, see if anything happens over here. Oh, Ivu, how have you changed, buddy? Ivu, what's new with you? You're now a level 32 Havoc Dragon, okay. Damn. Level 32 Havoc Dragon. Careful Caster. Breath Weapon. Your Breath Weapon now does 2d6 for every Azat. So now you're not doing 20d10 damage. Okay, your feats, have they changed at all? You've got Hammer the Gap, okay. Tiring Critical, Critical Focus, Blind Fight, Power Attack. What's your spellbook like now? Resurrection, Cure Mass Serious Wounds, Greater Restoration, Waves of Ecstasy, Chains of Light, Heal, Greater Magic. You're such a good... You're such a good little dragon. You're such a good little dragon, I love you. It was amazing. Right. Aranka?
Is there trouble?
Oh, I full on have wings now. I straight up fully have wings. Can I turn them off? Okay, so yeah, I've got maxed out here, so I can... Yep, I can cast... I can cast Empowered Maximized Blue Flame Pure Flame Blasts. I can cast Impure for free. Extended range as well. Nice.
The world is full of wonder.
If I turn off one of these, I can cast it as an eruption. If I turn off both of them, I can cast it as a detonation. Yeah, let's get out of people's range.
With grace?
Oh, they left a body behind. I didn't even check that. Cast detonation, please. I had to do my own saving throw. That's weird. Right. Anyway, so what do we get here, loot-wise? The Robe of Mephistopheles. This robe grants its wearer an aura, which makes all enemies within a 30-foot radius suffer -4 penalty on saving throws against fear, compulsion, and charm effects. Oh my god, they suffer -4 penalty to fear effects. Are you kidding me? In addition, once per day, the wearer of this robe can make all enemies in a 30-foot radius pass a will saving throw DC 30. On a fail, they lose their minds and become hostile to everybody and start attacking targets indiscriminately for 1 minute. Okay, then we have Cinder Goggles. Once per combat, these goggles allow the wearer to cast Hellfire Ray using their character level instead of the spell level. Amulets of Mightiness +4. Ring of Evasion. Braces of Armor +8. Okay. You have anything in your eyes? No. Okay, you're gonna grab those goggles there. It's even more Hellfire Rays for you. You got the Robe of Fire, which is fine. You have the Robe of Unspeakable Truth and the Glass of Undeniable Truth. Initiative bonuses. Honestly, enemies in a 30-foot radius having a -4 penalty to. This game is kind of biased against armor. It is easier to stack AC on without armor than it is with armor in this game, because armors only go up so much, and there are more effects that trigger for having a higher AC, for having high dex, for having bonuses of no AC. In this game, an armored character actually has less AC than a non-armored character, or can have less AC than a non-armored character. I think at the moment, if I swig a mage armor potion, where's the one here? Mage armor. My AC is 42. Sila's with +4 full plate and a +5 heavy shield has less AC than I do. Flat-footed, yeah, because I lose my dex bonus whose flat-footed is lower, but yeah, it's weird. Somebody needs to use that, because it makes it hilarious for you. What are you using there? Happily Traveler shirt? Yeah, it's fine. You can wear that instead. Because it means people who are 30 foot within you have a -4 penalty to saving throws against Weird and Phantasmal Killer. And braces purse 8, Eldritch Scholar, Phantom Slayer Blazers, Mighty Fist +4. You got that already. You got half of a pair. You're running. You level. Oh, okay, right. The horse thing. You're running natural armor, which is more important. Sure. No one else is going to use it. Iomine? Your last feat, Iomine. I've got written down here Shingle Runner. Is that even a thing? No, there's no such thing as... I've got written down Shingle Runner here, it's not actually a feat, so... Thanks, whoever came up with this guide. Great Fortitude. Endurance, no. Improved Great Fortitude, improved Initiative, improved Critical. So you've got Dodge, you've got Combat Mobility, you've got Toughness, you've got Outflank, you've got Heavy Armor, Heavy Barding, you've got Die Hard, you have Hammer the Gap, you've got Blind Fight, Great Fortitude. I can give you Power Attack? That would be weird. I mean... Combat mobility there. Stealthy gives you mobility and stealth checks up. Mounted combat is not for you. Those feats go on the rider, not the mount. Endurance makes a difference to you. Iron Will. Possibly Iron Will. If you get confused, it gets annoying. Although again, with new spells, no one should ever get confused ever again. Improved critical, why the hell not? Improved critical natural attacks. It'll affect everything you do. You got weapon focus natural, right? You don't have weapon focus natural attacks? If nothing else, get this now. Again, you must have weapon focus natural attacks. There you go, weapon focus natural attacks. There's nothing else for you to do here, really. Right, and you improved Iron Will, Bully. Fury's Fall. When making a trip attack, add your dexterity bonus to... That's a really weird way of phrasing it as well. What is your dexterity? Is it even worth... You get trip attack, so using that... Your dexterity is +5. If it adds +5 to it, I mean, it's actually +5 to your trip attack. I'm not going to say no to that. I mean, tripping things over is basically a death sentence. Yeah, take it. Take Fury's Fall. There's nothing else for you to do with it here, so might as well take Fury's Fall. Oh man. That would have been interesting as well. What did I give Social? What did I give Social at this level? I gave you graceful investigation. Potentially Tangent Trip would have been more useful. I want to go back and redo all that because, oh my god, the levels took 3.5 million years. The Tangent Trip would have been interesting. Okay, good. You got everything. Okay. Let's head back to the Citadel. We definitely need to rest again, because oh my god, these people just leveled up. Oh, hello. Matress Olodevara. A delicate cough draws your attention. Matress Ola, the impulsive alchemist, appears relaxed, an unusually calm expression on her face. Forgive me for distracting you, Commander. The situation with early sunset was most unusual. Oh, those devils. Why couldn't they wait patiently for you to deal with a mutual enemy from the Abyss? No, they had to interfere, as if we couldn't survive without their precious opinion. He considered me a greater threat than the demons. And rightly so. From what I know of this particular devil, he may not have initially planned to attack you, but was trying to find a way to confuse and subdue you. But he lost his patience and gave up. So typical of their kind. In any case, Commander, I decided to speak with you on this special occasion. Recently you have been visited by all manner of entities. You've hosted guests from Hell, the Abyss, and Heaven. I thought you should know that we of Elysium are also here. It is not our way to show up in a pillar of light and pressure someone to accept us as their mentor. The plane of freedom knows how to respect freedom, especially the freedom of mortals to follow their own paths. But we've always been near. We sent little Ivu to you, and we watched out for you and encouraged you as best we could. Oh, you're Nazata as well, are you? Finally. It doesn't matter who or what was the original source of your power. What matters is where your heart calls you. All roads are open before you now, and no one can tell you where they lead. But that's for the best, no? A road heading into the unknown, with countless discoveries ahead? Something tells me that among these roads may be one that leads to a destiny much more exciting than even the most powerful Azatas. Now, unfortunately, I must take my leave. The end of the war is near, and you have everything you need to win. I hope we will meet again someday. Just know that you have friends in Elysium who will be glad to see you, either at a boisterous feast or on a quiet walk through the forest. You were an Azata all along. An actual Azata rather than at least since it's fake Azata. I got fairy wings. Did that actually give me anything? Inspirational leader, life bonding friendship, mage armor, pure flame infusions. Okay. Anything? Ivo, do you want to have a chat? Nope. Okay. Nivea? Nope. Regil. How are you doing without your squad or rank of power lictor? Regil shrugs his shoulders. It has given me little cause for emotion. I am a competent leader, but for me, leadership has never been an end in itself. Any position that allows me to effectively achieve my goals will suffice. As your companion and subordinate, I am no less capable of contributing to the fight against the world wound than I would be as an officer of a chapter. Let's do it. Fine, before you rest, I'm going to level up everybody. We'll do the leveling ups today. I wasn't expecting to hit level 9. We must be really just barely into level 20, into level 19 at this point. Well, we need what? Another 700,000 experience only to hit level 20. Right, okay, fine. Greybore, what do you want? Greybore, you give us improved quarry. Because I'm not... We know what the fight is. We know what everyone's dealing with here, so I'm not concerned about grabbing specific things. You can take Die Hard as well. Unless I have a specific thing to give you else. Iron Guts, Iron Hide, Dwarf things. Plus 1 natural armor bonus to AC. You got staggering critical. Hang on. Critical focus, staggering critical. You get critical mastery? Critical focus, critical mastery. No, you have to be a fighter for that. Never mind. In which case there's no point in picking any other thing else. Die Hard, I guess. I'm not really bringing you into the party. Hunter Surprise. Slayer's Advance, Quarry. Fine. You're a mythic. You got Leading Strike, you big they are. Defensive Study, Unrelenting Assault. Thundering Blows. If you miss, you do more damage. Aru. Apparently, again, you only need a lot of you because you've been here before, but apparently what we have with you is, because we have snapshot, we can actually threaten things within melee range, which means maybe combat reflexes, so you can hit more often. Maybe we can trigger seize the moment as well, actually. You know what? Yeah, we can trigger seize the moment. Do that. And your mythic. Your mythic, apparently, according to my list here, is... Yeah, and... Yeah, 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 yeah. Apparently what I've got left to is last stand. And yeah, you don't really get to see, you're not that important because you're not going to see combat again, really. You can't be a Hell Knight, so you're going to be an Armature. But you get what? You get weapon training and weapon training again. So, take your skills. Persuasion, Religion, Arcana. Greater weapon focus. Undeadable hammer. Weapon training. You select a group of weapons. So your first weapon training was a long time ago double weapons. Now you can get more weapon training, which gives you more damage, or you can take trained initiative, which means you get weapon training bonus to initiative checks. Fighter's tactics. All allies are treated as if they had the same teamwork piece as this fighter for the purpose of determining other person. Okay, fighter's reflexes. Effortless dual wielding. Fighter's finesse already have, so take, I don't know, take... That's fine. Weapon training for you. Double weapons, you get more double weapons. Cool. And your mythic inspirational leader, leading strike, and anything assault, bigger they are. Any that's there now, it's fine. You got flawless attacks, haven't you? Yep, you got. So, thundering blows. Darren, level 19. Apparently what we're getting from you is... what? What do we get from you? What do you want? Wings. Just take wings. Is there anything that... They're not our relations, are there? No, they're not our relations. These guys are weird. I wonder if they're written with, like, the tabletop in mind. Should take wings, why the hell not? Oh, there's a Revelations. Okay, Spirit Boost Revelations, apparently. Whenever you're healing souls, target up to this maximum. Basically, you overheal into temporary hit points. Up to 19 hit points. Whispers. Charisma bonus to your armor class as opposed to your dexterity. You overheal. Fine, you can overheal. Spell level 8. Take Holy Aura. I guess. All summoning stuff, isn't it? But you get Summon Nature's Ally for free. Which is what level 8 is, the Mastodons or Nereids. Whereas this would be Soul Eaters, Boogeymen, or a Frost Giant. Sure, whatever. And your level 9 spell, which for you was going to be what? Mass Heal, obviously. No, you get that for free. I think you get that for free. I think you get that for free. This is important to know. No, you don't. I don't think you do. I don't think it casts. I don't think it. Damn it. Where is it? Life gives you Mass Heal. Never mind. You do get Mass Heal. You've got Mass Heal level 8? Wait, what? You do. Tempted to learn Mass Heal level 9, so you have more Mass Heals, actually. You can heal Mass way more often as well. You can heal Mass at level... Do you have heightened magics? If you do... Yeah, never mind. It's not worth it. Energy Drain. Sure, why not? Or a Thana Demon. You get what? Natural Hamadryad, Mastodons or Natural Nereids. Yeah, you know what? Take a Summon Monster 9. You can summon a Thana Demon with that. Right, and your Medic is going to be... Beneficial Curse Blackened, apparently. So it basically gives you all the curses. It gives you basically get blackened, which means you'll get Burning Hands, Scorching Ray, Burning Arc, Fire Snake, and Hellfire Ray. Basically gives you all those spells. Yeah. Get -10 to your attack rolls, but frankly, you're not attacking with weapons anyway. Alright, that's Darren. Woljif. Oh, you finally finished Eldritch Knight, so you can go back to having a level of Eldritch Scoundrel, which gives you another rogue talent. What do you have here? We have Light Blades, right? We've taken a Light Blade. Please tell me we've got a Light. We haven't got Light Crit, really. I don't know. It was with you. Was the whole problem with the was the critical, wasn't it? It was the damn critical stuff. Tiring critical, open fighting, right out of the gaps. You got tiring critical already. Frankly, take improved critical daggers. Rogue talent. Apparently slippery mines, what I got written down here. But I can't even pick that. Why can't I pick that? Advanced talents. We can't get that, because I'm not high enough level. I need to be at least... advanced talents happen where? Some at level 10 rogue. I can't pick it. Never mind. Fine. Pick exhausting crit then. Spells for you. Buffy nonsense. Tank cam. Oh my god, so many spells. Can your special casters doesn't make a difference for you. Take Cat's Grace Mass. Honestly, take the ones that people don't have. Which is like Eagle Splendor and Fox's Cunning. Actually, no one has Fox's Cunning. Take Fox's Cunning. You gain a +4 enhanced bonus to strength. +4 form natural armor bonus. You see a comes fortitude saves versus also poisons. Transformation, maybe? I know that an Eldritch Knight is a 1-to-1 level, but a Rogue isn't. So basically, it would help increase your basic attack bonus. And then it'll take something. You ever feel like being asked to be in charge of the full TTRPG game mechanics of us doesn't fully fledged PCs might be overloading, making the game less enjoyable to play? Absolutely. I wish you could pick like some characters to leave an auto level and some characters to not leave an auto level. Like for example, once I pick my party here, just you can auto level them, I don't care. At that point I don't give a crap anymore. Unrelenting Assault. You attack often enough, that's relevant. Like for characters, especially like if I know the game and I know who I'm going to be playing with, I don't need. Yeah, like I guess you could do that. I just don't know. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm loving this just because at some point I'll do people's quests, but I entirely know exactly what you mean. Again, you have a feat for you, but Christ knows it is. You were so like full. Can you take Crane Riposte at this point? Crane Riposte. Sure, take Crane Riposte as well. You took every other crane thing. Might as well grab it now. And apparently you have favorite meta magic extended. Apparently. Right, whatever. Done. Time is it? 20 minutes to go. Right. Now we've done all that stuff, now we can actually rest. What else did you learn here? You can cast spells now. Rogue Invocation, Hold Mass Monster. Sure. I've heard that human mothers love their children unconditionally and absolutely. Was your mother like that? Consider this a free lesson in Galarian etiquette. We do not speak of other people's dead mothers unless we are sure our interlocutor will welcome it. Hello. Tina, Scenery Master. Ah, Commander, good day to you and all that. I am Tina from the Next Door Theatre. Remember me? So, here's the score. We finished rehearsing and we are ready to stage the world premiere of our play about your exploits. Grandma sent me to invite you. We're ready to get started. So will you come? Great, let's go. Let's go see the play that's been happening since literally the beginnings of Act 2. No! Act 1, they were in Act 1. They weren't part of the... We clearly weren't... There wasn't the thing back then, but they were clearly in Act 1. Grandma Gretlin, the director. Grandma Gretlin's smile shines with pride and happiness. Her new ladle shines equally bright as she holds it like a scepter. Ladies and gentlemen, the day has come that every participant in the crusade has awaited for bated breath. The day when we, the Next Door Theatre, finally present to you our newest production. Hurrah, theatre! I wonder if I comment on anything that happens, people will decide I'm an impolite dragon. Fine, I'll behave. Theatre, theatre! Where's Ivo gone? Ember laughs melodiously and claps her hands. Hi, Bosk! Greybor casts a long, thoughtful look at Ember. The elf's joy is reflected on the elf's stern face by a slight smile. The massive prop catapult behind Grandma creaks loudly and somewhat ominously in time with her words. At least you hope it's a prop. Today we return to the great recent past, to one of the first victories won by the Commander. Our show is dedicated to those grandiose, incredible, mind-blowing, exciting, large-scale, grand and legendary events many of you probably witnessed firsthand. As the director and playwright, I feel humbled and honored to... Captivated by her own speech, Grandma brandishes her ladle with wild enthusiasm and accidentally touches, but only lightly, one of the catapult's levers. Someone just died. You hear a theatrically loud whisper from the ranks of the actors. Does anyone remember what we used to load that catapult? I have a better question. What did the projectile hit? I see something that resembles a plume of smoke, in a place similar to the one where we left the crates our props are in. I put my cherry pie in the catapult bucket to have a sneakered snack during the performance. And now, it flew away. The last sentence is followed by a loud sob. Stop panicking. The show must go on even if we are left without our costumes and props. If something does not go according to plan, improvise. Having whispered these instructions quite loudly to her crew, Grandma Gretlin gives a beaming smile to the audience. Nothing more than a few fireworks to celebrate our premiere. And now, shall we begin? Hurrah for the premiere! In the year 4715, in the area near Dresden, a figure appears in the front of the army awaiting her orders. It is their leader, Knight Commander Chandra. My heart burns. Lambkin pauses, moving his lips quietly. Before inspiring her army with a stirring speech, the commander paused, preparing to say the most important words. Marmalade. My heart burns with marmalade. Oh, am I taking the piss? I'll go on and let them have their fun. Courage. My heart burns with courage. Courage! The delighted Lambkin says proudly, and feeling inspired goes on almost without hesitation. We will never give up. Onward, my warriors. The commander's speech was certainly inspiring, but she understood it wasn't enough in the face of upcoming dangers. She needed to describe the goal to the army and give real hope to the soldiers, and so the commander exclaimed. Grandma throws an encouraging glance at Lambkin, and Lambkin throws a pleading glance at you. Rory the Warrior and Roger the Warrior were reared wrongly in a rural brewery. Oh, that's mean. That is so mean. Rory the Warrior and Rory the Warrior and Roger the Warrior were reared wrongly in a rural brewery. That is not as tongue twisty as it could be. Rory the Warrior and Roger the Warrior were reared wrongly in a rural brewery. Reared wrongly in a rural brewery isn't too bad. Reared wrongly in a rural brewery. Rural brewery. It all goes at the end. Like an arrow, we will fly to our goal. We rush to our goal with... Lambkin pauses to prepare the last few words in the way others prepare for a race or flight. Light Seed! Light Seed is an ancient Aslanti battle cry and a spell for good luck, Grandma Gretlin remarks without batting an eye. Then, With her army properly inspired, the commander explains the details of her grand strategic plan. As we all know, the commander plans to launch herself from the catapult and break through the enemy's fortifications from the air. Grandma glances at the catapult, but it doesn't look like it will be able to fire another shot. And this is exactly what happened. However, just as the commander was taking her place in the bucket before launch, the demons set in motion their terrifyingly cunning plan. Grandma takes a long pause, her eyes flashing. They cast an illusion that made everyone think the commander was just standing there as if she was neither flying through the air nor cutting down hordes of enemies. And now that they've all witnessed the most spectacular, dramatic, and immersive culmination of our play, let us return to reality for a moment to welcome the person whom we are all gathered here to celebrate, the commander. After all, this is one of her earliest adventures. Where am I? Oh, I'm over here. Of course, I can tell because of the wings. So, what do you say, Commander? Did you like our show? I had so much fun. Of course, sure. A mysterious smile appears on Grandma Grutland's face. Believe it or not, Commander, but every true comedian knows their calling is to provoke laughter and smiles, not necessarily on stage. And it need not be a successful, professional, and perfectly organized performance. Sometimes our art exceeds the limitations of the stage. And now, unfortunately, the time has come to say goodbye. We were with you almost from the first day, but now the show is over, and the next door theatre troupe has other places to be and other places to perform. Oh, bye. Okay, that was that. Let's go back here. 14. Every once in a while, that number goes up and down depending on what my buffs are. Because believing your self-constitution is still triggered, I have another 2 points of burn. That's what's happening. Oh, look at a crazy amount of D. My DR, what's my DR at the moment, actually? My full-on damage resistance right now. 19 at amount of damage resistance. Good gravy. It's maxed out on my level, yeah. Right. Just before we end, then. What's the situation over here? I'll be back tomorrow with more of it. But it was basically we fought it. We killed it. Well, we killed the devil. Oh, the crystal of the commander came upon holds many mysteries. Experts on magic and relics may be able to shed some light on them. The experts on magic were baffled by the incredible power contained within the crystal. They established that the crystal was of artificial origin, that it had been created from the impact of unknown magic with the blood of a demon lord. The researchers assume that it is capable of forming connections with other such crystals. It is possible that, under certain circumstances, several crystals could merge into a single new crystal that would possess even more extraordinary properties. However, the last statement is nothing more than bold conjecture. I have to say, all the things you have to do to keep that troop alive until now, a little bit that I don't know how fast it's paid. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a command one, security training. All generals gain 30,000 experience points. Glory to the heroes increases our morale. Don't need that right now. Rank up, we can rank up. Oh Christ, we can rank up diplomacy and military. Diplomacy. We've diplomacied the world, and yeah, okay, fine. Art of War, diplomatic connections as well. I'll be honest, we've diplomacied so hard. Actually, how much crap do I have to build? Like, we're gonna get these things really high. Because logistics is based on building shit. It's gonna be bafflingly difficult. Right, what else can we build? You got Arsenal, Smithy, Main Hall of Champions, Training Grounds. Watchtower increases bonus to all areas in the area. Our logistics are currently 27,000 below the next level. Hospital increases logistics sites. Might as well put everything down, right? Here says 4,500. Put that down there. Apothecary. Increase the HP of adjacent buildings. Sure. Increase HP for you. Alchemist Laboratory increases energy for all generals. Mercenary guilds means we get more mercenary units. Sanctuary increases energy point income. We built one of these, have we? We've not. Shelter. Watchtower. Okay, that sort of go up by what? 4,500, 9,000, 13,500, 17,000, 21,500. Okay, so if all this builds in the next few days, 5 days, 3 days, 5 days, 5 days. In 5 days we shall level up logistics. At least 6. Okay. How's the camp? Oh, says that's Lancing deals for the ability. Okay. Campaign. Shy boys. I wish I knew how far before the next level up. Okay, move over there. Keep pushing over this way then. Oh, fight. Sneeze. Cultists must burn. Good. Who's next? It's the War Priests. These are the hardened veterans. Fair play. They don't die. Very happy with that. Very happy by them not dying. Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Oh god, yeah, Jesus. That fight was nightmarish. I lost one. But we'll get them back for free almost immediately. Honestly? Oh, was that level up? No. We went to another 40,000. Balance points, okay. Ooh, immediate castle as well. Nice. Right, his Painajai goes first, so that goes down. Kill the Draking as well. Wipe out. Another, what, that's 30,000 give us. So we're now at 9,000 experience away, give or take. Next level. The next fight will level up. One of the prisons informs the soldiers that the captured fortress was called the Castle of Desires. A cunning Galabrezo tempter turned all the mortals that lived there into slaves in exchange for granting their deepest wishes. Of course, all these promises turned out to be lies and illusions. Okay, so hang on. So how much areas have you controlled? We have control over one area over here. Can you zoom out? Map. So we have 15 per... This is like 15 per area, right? So 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 15% per captured region, and we have 8 regions captured. We're at 120% trainable unit. That was such a... Why would you ever pick something else? It's insane. Right, skip a day. Art of War's done. That's done as well. Development. Outpost Bastion. Outpost to Bastion. Decrees. That's what? 7 days to resolve. Fine. Right. Back to the campaign. The army was moving. Where was the army? Which army was moving where? There's an army over there. Level 6 army, though. Protection protects the level 6 armies. Level 7 army up there as well. You can deal with both of them, can't you? Okay. Move over there. It'll take you a day. You might as well go back this way. Josie. Oh, I'm gonna end soon anyway, so have no fear. Cultist fighters, kineticists. You know what? Fireball. Good. Which means I kill that. We can wipe out. Those. And, you know, these as well. Crazy levels of morale, huh? .40 morale is standard. Cool, that's a level up. I can't. No do so tonight. It seems CJ went live early. CJ went live early. Okay. Can't help but have a smile on my face when you're playing this media. It doesn't matter magic. Fair play. It has grown on me. I think early game it's not as interesting, but now it's a little bit better. What do we get here? Finger of Death deals power plus power times 5. Hang on. Let's figure this out. Hang on. Let's do the math on this one. It's power times power plus 5. So we're gonna get our power is gonna be 58. So it's gonna be open brackets 58 times 63 times 3. That is about 11,000 d6 negative energy damage to the target unit. Heals 11,000 HP to the target. Firestorm heals 11. No. Okay, no. It's not times 3, so it's not 11,000. It's just 3,600 d10 to a 5/5 area. Which energy is 3,654 d6 negative energy to all living enemy units. So all living units with no range on that at all? It just affects everybody. Guaranteed. Doesn't affect undead things, obviously, but this is all living enemy units. Does it specifically avoid your enemy units? We're going to pick Firestorm because it just is cute. Fireball it's the same. It's more damage than Fireball because it's D10s rather than D6s in a bigger area. Okay. Let them flee. I misread that. Is that something interesting? Guess on the Commander's Isle. Okay, we will check that in a bit. Let them flee. Energy point income increased. Okay. Guess on the enemy's on the Commander's Isle. We'll do that next time as well. Skip a day real fast. A couple of sieging to worry about. So there's a siege up there. Let's deal with this siege. So we have here Rangers, Cultist Mages, What do cultist mages actually do? They cast Curse of the Swarm, and they cast Acid Arrow. So what's their power? Power is 37. It's 37 times 38 d4 damage. Unpleasant. Damn it. Alright, some shots into you. What's it gonna do? Battle Rage. Song of Seasons, because that's gonna do damage. Yamazata's. Finish you off. Look at this bunch. Bit of damage done there. Good. A lot of them died. Attack you. Attack again. Attack you. Go distract them. Wrong person. You were supposed to go distract them. Got that one. Attack again. Good. That's fine. Kill that one there. Ooh, kill that one outright. Good, good. Song of Seasons again. Then we'll get a heal off and it'll heal everybody here. Go there. Bow and arrow there. And again. And we're also going to do a... You can, minus 2 penalty to speed is not going to be good. Okay, go over there first of all. Then you can go for the increased damage to everybody. You can teleport wherever you want to go. So there you go. Good, and start swinging in. There. 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 Really? Okay. Well done. 10,000? No, no. Right. And where's the next army going to? You are heading over there. Oh, you. Get to that when you get there the next day. Right, I'm gonna save here because otherwise it's gonna get really messy. Can I save from this screen? Maybe I can. I can. Okay, cool. We'll carry on tomorrow, folks. We'll finish up some stuff here. And start working through the quest stuff. There's so many quests we have to go through. There's so many quests to go through. If I leave this map now, we're immediately going to have a lot of problems with the rank ups, because the rank ups is triggered. So if you leave this now, we're going to be in severe issues. Just freeze. Start. We can start. Oh, hang on. Next time. I'm getting distracted. I'm doing the whole thing like, nope. Let's actually finish the damn game. And hop off. Otherwise it'll never end. It'll never end. Right. Tomorrow night is a movie night. You have to raid me then. I'll raid you afterwards. But right now, raiding CJ. Why do I CJ have one light up early? I think kind of early. I think this chapter's got a lot of stuff into it. It's basically, I think it's a lot of clearing up a lot of the old stuff. So there's going to be a lot of clearing up, emptying all the stuff we've done. Golf night. Okay, cool. Now, raid Choco Jacks. And I will be back tomorrow to carry on with more Pathfinder. Yeah. I'll catch you all next time, folks. Take care of yourselves. Have a good weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow. And I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye, folks.